I've wore out every Bible study night. If Bible study is boring, you can't be my friend. If prayer time is boring, you are really not trying to go anywhere. But when you're trying to excel, you got to do what everybody else says you ought not be doing. Half the time, the thing that they tell you you shouldn't do, you ought to be doing. Because they don't understand the road you're taking. They don't understand the course you're walking on. They don't mind as long as you are still on the same level with them. They don't mind that both of y'all are broken in the 10 Commandments. They don't mind that both of y'all are renting. They don't mind that both of y'all are sitting around in restaurants and can't order a Sprite. But as soon as you make up in your mind that this curse stops right here, this generational problem stops right here, that's when they don't want to be your friend anymore. That's when they don't want to hang out with you no more. That's when they try to say, well, he's trying to be more than what he is. No, I'm just trying to excel in my faith. And if you don't like it, you can get out of my life. As a matter of fact, you look better gone anyway. I need people that will strengthen. Y'all ain't going to help me, but I'm going to preach anyhow. I need people that will strengthen my faith in God. Because when I'm weak, I need somebody to be strong. When I'm tired, I need somebody to be alive. When I'm down in my spirit, I need somebody to help me pray through until I get back in my rightful place. Look at your neighbor and tell him, if you don't want to help me excel, you look better gone. If you don't want me to go up in God, you look better gone. I know you don't want to tell your neighbor that because you've been borrowed so much money from them. You done borrowed more than you can ever pay back. But if you really know that you know that this is your year, if you know that this is a year of new beginnings, this is a year of restoration, this is a year that you're going to do stuff that you've never done before, you got to lift those hands up and say, God, I know you're going to help me. God, I know you're going to strengthen me. God, I know you're going to build my spirit up. I want you to go to 3 people and tell them it's my year of new beginnings and not repairs. Tell them this is my year of new beginnings and not repairs. I repaired long enough. I tried to make do with bad mess all enough. I tried to just pitch here and patch up. But this is the year that God said, whatever you want, you can have it. My God, we reproduce what we are and not what we say. If you are a child of God, if you are a persistent person, you produce what you are. How many of you know people? They talk upstairs, but they live in the basement. They talk one thing, but they live another thing. But when you know that you're in a God-ordained place, when you're attached to an anointed man of God, when you are attached to an anointed ministry, you got to reproduce what it is and not what you hear. How many of you know that the devil tried to tell you that you wouldn't make it, but you told the devil you are a liar? Greater is he that's in me, greater than he that's in the world. You ought to give somebody a pat on the back and tell him thank you for taking the hit, but still standing. Thank you for taking the hit, but yet working. I know they lied on you. I know they stabbed you. I know they lied on you. But through it all, he gave you an anointing that helped you to stay in the fight. He gave you an anointing to preach better when they talked about you, sing better walked out on you. You work better when all hell broke in your life. But God, he's able. God, he can. God, he will cause you to excel even in utterance. Tell yourself, I got to say what God says. I got to say what I believe. I can't say what I feel. How many of you know that there have been times in your life when it looked like everything was falling?